As I reported to you last time, we have concluded our efforts to place the mobile laundry unit, and as you know, I've been transparent through all of our recovery efforts, so I gave that same message at the task force meeting. We also put out a press release explaining where we're at with that. We've referred to it all along as a mobile laundry, but the truth is a portable laundry would probably be a better descriptor because it's not self-contained, and getting the infrastructure to it has been challenging from the beginning. County staff worked hard in the early months of the disaster to try and find a location for it. We were not able to do so for a long list of reasons. And so we reached a point where, as we are winding down our donations management efforts, we also wound down our efforts to secure a location for that. So we talked with your board about that 2 Tuesdays ago. We also discussed that at the task force meeting with the intent of opening it up to the community to see if members of the public might pose solutions. We've been very successful at task force meetings finding those kinds of solutions from time to time, and one great example was that I needed space to meet in the burn area. We put that need out there, and sure enough, somebody found me a location to meet with survivors there. But at this particular discussion, no solutions in the burn area were forthcoming. The community did not come up with a suggestion for where the mobile laundry could be placed and who might assume responsibility for it. And since then, there have been some negative social media postings. In fact, a letter was written that some of your board may have received. The letter was written by the man that developed the mobile laundry. And I want to backtrack and tell you that we made a point of thanking him for his intent in creating this unit. He was present at the task force meeting. We encouraged him to speak at the meeting. He opted not to do so. And since then, there have been postings in social media. A couple of things that were suggested that are in error. First of all, it was suggested that the county is mad at CAL FIRE over the mobile laundry. At one point, CAL FIRE said, yes, you could hook it up here, but we would still need liability. We would still need volunteers and supervision of such. We're good with that if someone else wants to handle those details. CAL FIRE is our partner. There's no bad blood between us and CAL FIRE, but there was no other entity forthcoming to solve those needs. Another piece of misinfo was that the board voted down the mobile laundry, and that isn't correct either. I take responsibility for that decision as your recovery coordinator because it's the time in the evolution of this disaster to move forward with long-term recovery efforts, rebuilding, and the like. There's also been considerable discussion past and more recently about coming up with some kind of a voucher system where people could get a voucher they could go use at the local laundromat. The local laundromat, by the way, is only operating at 50 to 60% capacity, so it has plenty of room to serve people that need to do laundry there. But even that idea seems to have fizzled out. And I spoke with a representative from TLC about it late last week and asked, is there any plan to get that going? And the response was no, there is no plan to create a voucher system. They have a very limited amount of funding that they can use for rebuilding. The TLC is poised, with all the agencies involved in it, to assist in rebuilding for people that did not have insurance. There's a couple hundred of those, and they only have a couple $100,000 to support rebuilding for those folks. So they just can't see at this point setting aside a few $1,000s to assist with the cost of doing weekly laundry. Donations management continues to wind down, emphasis shifting in all areas to rebuilding.